I am as I am, whether hideous or handsome, depend on who is made judge. About 4 years ago, I remember watching around 1 in the morning. I was watching TV, and you always see those infomercials. Normally selling a product, but the infomercial that I saw was called Pure Michigan. And in this infomercial, you had a video montage of rivers, lakes, mountains, job opportunities. And you had classical music in the background playing. And as I'm watching this commercial, I thought to myself, who the heck is going to go there? They just finished going through bankruptcy. This is probably years after they just finished bankruptcy. A lot of the residents had moved out. And the media described it as the place is in ruins. It's pretty much apocalypse on earth. So 2 years later, my father wants to start a horse business. He wants to tend horses. Don't ask me why, but that's what he wants to do. He asks me to help him with a down payment for the house. So I help him with the down payment, and now I have a vested interest in Michigan. And he moves out there, and he asks me to help him set up. So I help him set up, and I buy the ticket. And prior to me buying the ticket, I did some research. I came across Henry Ford, restaurants, and nature scene. I flew out there. I went to the Henry Ford Museum. I discovered that Henry Ford was born in Dearborn, Michigan. He was the founder of the Ford Motor Company, for those of you who don't know. He's a rags to riches story. He did not create the assembly line or the first automobile. He just basically manufactured it and created it all in one spot and basically made it affordable for the middle class Americans, thus revolutionizing the way we transport, the way we communicate as humans. And in this tour, I was able to see the Ford F-150 trucks, and I must say, it is really a unique place to visit, believe it or not. You see robots, you see humans working simultaneously to create a car, and it's a really, really cool place to check out. After I visited the museum, I went to check out the restaurant scene, and I must say the restaurant scene is very, very impressive. Dare I say better than here, believe it or not. They had all kinds of foods, all kinds of foods you could think about, Asian, Spanish, American, you name it. But what impressed me the most was the quality, the service, and the decor of the restaurants. I mean, the restaurants were almost like an experience in and of itself. So I really walked away very impressed. But bottom line, the food was fantastic. Dare I say, almost as good as the food in New York, the restaurants. As I was driving around, I noticed the nature. You know, most of the media described this place as apocalypse, and I'm thinking everything's going to be gray and depressing. It was quite the opposite. There was a lot of pine trees, evergreen trees, rolling hills, picturesque sunsets. And what really impressed me was the drivers. I mean, driving there was like therapy. I mean, I almost fell asleep behind the wheel. I mean, that's how relaxing it was. I mean, compared to the driving here, which I know everybody enjoys, the drivers here, it was really therapeutic. So I will say, I am as I am, whether hideous or handsome, depending on who is made judge. And that quote really resonates with me because sometimes as humans, we tend to judge a book by its cover, judge people based on opinions of others, or judge based on media, or just judge for some unknown reason. And I've been to a lot of cities, been to Boston, been to San Diego, but this place in particular, what really stood out to me the most was the museum, the restaurants, the nature scene, and also the people. The people were really hospitable, believe it or not. They were really professional. Everywhere I went, they treated me first class. So I urge you, fellow Toastmasters, before you try something or you have doubts, give it a chance. You just never know. It might blow your way, it might surprise you, and you might find your own mission. Fellow Toastmasters.